get like a position where you can get
mobile.
And here you can you get a PDA.
Okay.
This PDA is basically a normal PDA.
With the Bugatti.
But then you can also use mainly as like a navigation system.
Okay.
And all the information in the car for like fuel consumption, G-force, oil temperature, tire pressure, and all these kind of things.
I think, to be honest, with this kind of car, I'll be definitely worried or curious to know everything except the fuel consumption. I wouldn't be interested at all.
Yeah, but it will be interesting either because I will show you after at the end, and you will be surprised what fuel consumption we will get.
Very good.
I mean, basically. So my name is Pierre. I'm working for Bugatti. I'm the official driver for all the test drive around the world. This car is the best ever built car in the world. Nobody is going to do it again. Why? Because it's when you want to achieve a car at this level of reliability, drivability, and performance, you must be really involved for many years, and the commitment behind this project never happened before in any kind of project.
The scale, yes.
Why this car is the best? When we're saying that, we're not saying that because we are from Bugatti. It's just because to make it possible, you needed many things happening at the same time. And you will see that these kind of things only happening only once in a lifetime. First thing you need is a brand like Bugatti. Why? Because if that car today was a Toyota, even if the car was twice better, nobody will spend 1.4567 million euro to buy a Toyota.
Yes.
So the heritage from Bugatti, the history, what Bugatti was meaning in the past, has a value. First point. Second point, you need a man like Ferdinand Pirk, grandson from Ferdinand Porsche, to be visionary 10 years ago, to say I'm going to make a car going to 400 kilometers with 1000 horsepower. You have to remember that 10 years ago the maximum powers for cars was 550 horsepower. And this man arrived and said, I'm going to make it double. Everybody said it's impossible. I mean, we can make 5% more, but we cannot make 100% more. And he pushed the limit. He said, this is the car I want. This
double or nothing.
Double or nothing.
Okay.
And everybody was like not laughing at that time. Or they were laughing because they were saying this project will not be successful. It took 5 years of development. So I mean, many cars, like 27 prototypes to succeed to make a car like that. But finally in 2005, the car arrived on the market. It was a coupe, it was a Bugatti Veyron. The third thing you need is a group like Volkswagen to make the financial support of this project. And this is very difficult. Why? Because normally, the dream of a shareholder in Volkswagen is not to go to 400 kilometers.
Yes.
Is to get good results, financial results.
Yes.
Pirk could lead the project in that direction. Why? Because he was the chairman of the group at that time, and he's also a very strong shareholder. And he did things in the past which were successful. So when he decided that, everybody followed what he did. To make a car like that, remember, you have to get three things. You have to get Bugatti, you have to get Pirk, and you have to get Volkswagen.
Yes.
If one was missing,
the whole triangle will fall.
Nothing will be happening.
Sure.
That's the reason when we say nobody is going to do it, is because you need so many things coming at the same time. You will say today, but okay, you have a nice car, but I like very much Ferraris, and I like also Ferraris. Ferrari will never do that.
No.
Why?
No.
Not because they don't know how to make it. If they want to use the Formula One technology, they can make maybe a car like that. But basically they don't need. Because when Ferrari is making a new car, before you know the name, before you know the price of the car, before you know the performance of the car, before you know the color is easier to guess. 400 customers will be fighting in the world to be lucky enough to be in the top 400.
And they're selling a lifestyle. Yeah, they're selling a lifestyle.
When Ferrari is making a car, they're making commercial. They're
Yes.
making money. When
Yes.
they want to make advertisement, they're doing Formula One.
Yes.
We are not in Formula One. Our advertisement is this car. You know, we wanted to arrive on the market to say the best car in the world is a Bugatti.
It is, no
Take
doubt.
some times. Why? Because we are a small company, even if the name today is big.
Yeah.
We are a small company. I mean, we're not making many cars. We don't have many cars available. I am doing test drive, but I'm nearly the only one to make test drive around the world. So it takes time,
Yes.
just like
To build the momentum.
to build the momentum. But every week, when I do test drive with prospect, customer, journalist,
Look at the people looking at the
you're
car.
convincing people that the best ever built car in the world is a Bugatti. It takes time, but step by step,
gradual.
you're reaching, an image which is incredible.
Yes.
This car is incredible. Why? Because very different from any other car in the world. Very easy to drive. Contact, okay, it's not the original key, it's a service key.
Okay.
Contact, start, D, full automatic. What I am doing here, anyone in the world can do that.
Exactly.
You just need two things. First, a driving license,
Yes.
very easy.
Yes.
Then you need 1.4 million, which is a little bit more difficult.
Yeah.
But if you get those, you can do what I am doing now.
That is way too much difficult, but anyway, I know that few people lucky can do it.
They can make it. And if
Yes.
they can make it, they can drive it. When I'm here, it's incredible. Why? Because I'm already in fifth gear.
Now in fifth gear already.
Yeah. We start in first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and then sixth, seventh.
Yeah.
You could not feel any gear change.
No, it is very
Why?
seamless. Very seamless.
Because we have the best gearbox in the world with a double clutch technology. We were the first one to use that in 2003, then coming back on the market 2005. Competitors are coming with this system today, but like 6 years later, and it's not as smooth as this one. In this system, I am here, I'm driving 70 kilometers, I'm using 30 horsepower.
30.
Yeah, I don't need
30?
more. 30. I don't need more. That means I still have 970 horsepower available if I want to destroy people. No, I don't want to destroy people. There is traffic. I'm cruising. I want to speak with you. And I'm on one side of the car. We call it, or I call it, the beauty and the beast.
It is.
Why?
It
It's
is.
a beautiful car, pure line, easy to drive, a lot of space, high quality, comfortable for this kind of car. And if you don't know you're sitting in the fastest car in the world, you will not imagine.
No.
I am using 50, 1,400 rev, 30 horsepower.
Unbelievable.
Of course, if I want to destroy these people and I put flat out, what will happen? He will react like an automatic gearbox, so he will give me a kick down.
Yes.
He will give me 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like any automatic car.
Yes.
The only difference is that when you will be in first, he will send you 1,000 horsepower. That means
1,000.
you will get a kick in your ass you never get in your life.
This is an
It will not be,
F22.
it will not be progressive. So if I want to destroy these people over there, I will use, paddle modes,
Okay.
destroying mode. I call it destroying, but it's paddles.
Excellent.
And I will minus, plus, very simple, turning with the steering.
Okay.
And I will go -1, I will go fifth, and I will go fourth, I will go third, or I can go up, see, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Your
Nice.
camera doesn't even move.
No.
It's like PlayStation. I can see number. I can not
Yes.
feel the gear change.
Not at all. I mean,
This
not,
is the
my
best
hand
gearbox.
didn't even twinkle or
That's the
just.
best gearbox in the world. So when I'm in this manual mode, then I can adjust the rev. The torque on that car is between the best from 2002 to 55. If I am in this area,
The torque.
I will get maximum torque of 1,250 Newton per meter. So it's massive.
It is
If
massive.
I'm here and I go there, and if I put some power, then you get something like that.
Wow. Wow. Unbelievable.
It will be very progressive.
And even the turn. Man, this is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
This is a beast.
Exactly. The beauty
But-
here at the beast is at the back.
It's just when you put power, but it's still very progressive. You can still shoot because it's deep power,
Yes.
deep torque,
Yes.
but it's not rough. It's very civilized. Why is it civilized? Because if I try to give you this kind of power, torque, speed in a car which is the same characteristics than any other sports car, you will kill yourself. As simple as that, because already people kill themselves in normal supercar.
Yes.
So if I just keep the same characteristic and I just said, okay, I put like, 100% more, torque and 100% more horsepower, it will be undrivable for people. So
Yes.
when we make this car, we say, okay, we're going to extreme performance, but we want the people to be able to survive through this experience. So we make it possible to put full power first gear without getting like traction control going on. Why? Because you have four-wheel drive.
Yes.
Then it's not enough, so we went to massive tires. The size of the tires on the rear is 365 by 21 inch.
Ouch.
So that's the widest tires in the world.
Special made.
Special made by Michelin for this car.
Yeah.
Then after you say, okay, it's not enough, so we went to variable power. I can get 100% on the front, 0 to the rear, 50-50 with control. That allows the car
Differential controls.
to be able to put so much power without being like in a trouble. You think you have 1000 horsepower, see?
Yes.
I'm in first gear, two fingers, and we see what's happening. Ready?
Really.
Yeah, then you have to brake. Have to brake. Ready?
Unbelievable.
Basically, you don't need me.
You didn't even put your hands on the steering wheel. And the
So,
brakes,
I mean-
the car didn't even swing or weight shifting left, right, back,
That's
forth.
the only car we say. Maybe other car can do that. I don't know. But
I
you are
haven't
never in a mood to try.
I haven't
You are
seen it.
never feeling to say, oh, I can just go, jump on the brake and do that. You can do that any kind of speed. Doesn't matter. It could be 100, 200, 300. It could be also on the roads which are not perfect. The car will be like that. So when you do that, it's just to show you that the car has a really, really high level of performance, but a performance you can use in a safe way. Most of the time you will not use all this performance. Why? Because most of the time you will see it's too much. You will go and you will feel, oh, I'm giving up. At one moment I had to give up, I had to brake.
Yeah.
Suddenly first gear 100 kilometers, second gear 150, third gear 200 kilometers, and then at one moment you will say, okay, it's not reasonable to drive such kind of speed in the area where I am, so you will give up. But it also shows you that if you drive 50%, 60%, 70% of the performance of the car, you can read the newspaper in the car, nothing happening. In many other cars, to get emotion, you must play with the limit.
Yes, yes. The red
And when you
lines.
play with 100, if you're making 102, accident.
Yes, yes.
Here, I can play 50 or 60. My 60 is your 100.
If not more.
And I'm like 40% away from the limit. That's the reason today people are thinking, why there is not so many accidents with Bugatti? Just because of that. It's just because, the car is really made not only by power, torque, speed. It's just everything is balanced. You get an engine, you get like a good gearbox, you get a good traction with the tires, you get braking better than the traction because of the braking performance is better than acceleration.
Yes.
0 to 100 kilometer 2.5, 100 to 0 2.3. If I go faster above 220 kilometer, then I will get like different angle attitude from the car that he showed you with handling mode.
Yes, yes. Then
So
the wings, yes.
it's coming by itself.
From here, okay.
I can press it if I want to get the show, but the car will go very low. But if I don't want that, then I do it like normal driving. In this case, I will get different attitude. I will get wings coming out behind, and then when I will brake, I will get a massive air brake behind me.
Yes.
And then the deceleration will be even better. It will be 50% more than what you felt. It was good, but it will be
Perfect.
50% more.
It was perfect. It was
So,
not
the
good.
faster you will go, the better the brake will be, which never happen in any cars.
No way, no way. I haven't seen it. I have tried so many supercars, but frankly speaking, the only car that I have been with so much ease, so much relaxed, without you feeling, okay, you feel the adrenaline, okay? Don't get me wrong, but you don't feel, if I may call it the panic a little bit, you know, you're at the edge, you know, you're a bit nervous and nervy. What could happen? The car can betray you at any time. No, you don't feel the fear at all. Brakes,
it's our
stability.
Philosophy is that you will be emotionally when you arrive, say, okay, 1000, this kind of performance is there. It's massive, so you really have to concentrate because things are going very fast. But in terms of driving, we take care of that. I mean, that make it possible to put full power in first gear with 2 fingers on the steering wheel. And braking doesn't matter the speed you want, full brake with hard sense on the steering. That is engineering. It's not capacity driver capacity.
It's super
this is engineering, and we made that for security. This is active security, and if you're going to passive security, you will get many things on that car that you get on the car which is not for the show. I mean, you don't see any carbon fiber here.
No.
Most of the supercar you will see carbon fiber. Why? Because supercar is that I want to show you carbon fiber because it's light, it's racing material.
Yes.
Here no, here is like we got carbon fiber where we need carbon fiber for the monocoque, so the monocoque is full in carbon fiber.
Okay.
Carbon fiber is very good, but it's not the best in terms of deceleration. If you get a crash, it will not absorb as much as aluminium will do.
Yes.
So we put aluminium where we need. So we have big bumpers on the front under the shell of the bodywork. Front bumper, rear bumper in aluminium. You have fenders on the right and on the rear, which are in aluminium. And all these kind of things will absorb energy in case of crash.
Absolutely, yes.
Problem of aluminium, it's heavier than the carbon fiber, so we have to fight against the weight.
Yes.
For that, we use titanium. We have a lot of titanium, I will show you when we
Which is more expensive.
Which is most expensive, but you don't see it. We have grill, we have like exhaust, we have cam rods, we have bolts, we have kilograms of titanium on that car that nobody is using anywhere else, but we have that on that car. If you look at the car, you see, oh, it's natural. This is, for example, this is magnesium. It look like
magnesium?
Really? This part is in magnesium.
Okay.
And so we have many things, basically not for show. It's just there because you need the parts there as a specification.
Okay.
And
but it was done neatly. I mean, even though it's there because it's needed technically and weight saving, it's done in a very superb, very exquisite.
Because the way we're making the car, I mean, it's not like only. That's the reason I say to you before, it's not only performance. It's performance, quality, and reliability, which are very important. When I give you a car like that, the warranty of this car is 2 years, 50,000 kilometers. You can do, if you want to do this kind of performance, full power, full brake, full power, full brake for 50,000 kilometers minimum, you will succeed. Is where it costs a lot of money. If I want to make that car like a race car and saying, okay, I make a gearbox, I know you're not going to use it, and then I make the reliability for 5,000, 10,000 kilometers, it's a very easy project. If I want to make it the same project, but thinking that you can drive in Tokyo, for example, 7 hours in first gear, or if I want you to go in Death Valley or by plus 55 degrees and survive this exercise by stopping the engine, running on, stopping, running on, or if I want the car to be able to go and stay in the snow by minus 26 and start by minus 26, it costs a lot of money. You will tell me, I don't need, I never go to the snow. Yes, but you get the best car in the world. It doesn't care if you need or if you don't
best
need
technology.
to get there. Reliability, and then same for the tires. People will say, I don't need the tires going to 420 kilometers because I never go to that speed. I get a cheaper tires going to 300 because no, it's not possible. When Bugatti make tires with Michelin, Michelin said I will provide you 2 sets of tires. One going to 360,
Okay.
already on the market for other brands.
Okay.
And then if you have some crazy customer who wants to go over 400, I will give you another set of tires
Okay.
that I'm using in Le Mans, for example, 24 hours.
Le Mans.
Yeah,
Wow.
for example, and I feel it's a very good idea because only, I mean, up to now 18 customers went over 400 kilometers.
18.
Yeah, because I do a training
The
for these
400
people.
club, for
Yeah.
the 400 club they call. Yes.
Yeah. But Bugatti said no, I want the same set of tires going from 0 to 400 kilometers, working when it's 50 degrees, when it's 0 degrees, when it's dry, when it's wet. If you want to make only one tires for this big window, very expensive, because it's a challenge. If you want to make a car like that, working to be the best traction, the best speed, the best comfort, the best drivability, the best quality around, that costs a lot of money. That's the reason nobody tried to put everything in this package. We succeeded.
You know one thing, if I may interrupt, with respect to Volkswagen name, Volkswagen Group, I can say that each, and I'm just comparing in my mind SLR McLaren, the 911 twin turbos, the 959 Group B days, and Ferraris and F40. Now, I can tell you one thing. Each car, with respect to Volkswagen name, each car can pretend that it was manufactured by the best cars company in the world.
Yeah.
This car can pretend or can say that I was manufactured by NASA. You know, space technology, not Earth, not asphalt, normal day to day. No, this is a technology was basically coming, the same technology that will put all your rockets to the moon or to Mars or to the end of the galaxy.
I like very much this image because many times I said this is to explain, I mean, the feeling of that car. I always say this is like going on another planet. We are not on the same level than any other car in the world. It's different, I mean,
differently
category, it's different class, it's another
different
planet.
niche market.
And I mean, the only way to know that is to be in the car. You know, if you are like, I can speak about the car for hours. If you don't feel, and you will be driving now, so you will feel by yourself. If you don't feel by yourself driving or being driven, then you have no chance to understand, because you will say, okay, what is my reference? And you will take the best reference if you are lucky in your mind, but you cannot imagine that. I mean, this reference is nothing for us. It's like completely away.
No way.
And every time, I mean, I did around the world maybe 4,000 test drive in the world.
Wow.
Different kind of customer prospect, and like could be collector, could be Formula One driver, could be, doesn't matter which was your experience from before. No one get out from this car without being convinced to the end of his life that the best ever built car is and was a Bugatti.
Believe me,
It's
I've driven at least 20 super exotic cars, okay? And I can tell you one thing. Each time I was scared 20 different times. This is the only time that I go this fast, and I don't feel at all that
you feel safe, you feel secure.
My heartbeat, since we started till now, my heartbeat did not change, did not go higher. I'm excited, I'm alerted, I'm in love, but my heartbeat just didn't go. I mean, it could go 2 ticks higher because of excitement, but higher than that, no.
You feel like a lot of safety in this car. You feel solid. It's a solid feeling. I always try to explain the car is a solid car.
This is a love relation.
But you really feel solid. You will see balance when you drive.
Okay.
You feel it's a block. You know, it's a block of. It's not like cars and you don't feel
shifting and wiggling.
You have filters and you don't understand what's the reaction. You will see when you will be in the car. I give you maybe 1 minute, and then after 1 minute you will say, oh, okay. I mean, I can drive this car. And I will say, remember, you're talking about, I mean, the fastest and the most powerful car in the world, and this is unique. So I drive a little bit more than we change.
I'll say this in Arabic now. كنا قاعدين بنتكلم على السيارة هذه كيف ابتدت. السيارة هذه القصة حقتها انه عشان يعملوها قبل 10 سنين كان اقصى شيء في احصنة السيارات التكنولوجيا وقتها حوالي 550 حصان. حفيد فرديناند بورش كان رئيس مجلس إدارة شركة فولكس واجن، وكانوا محتاجين 3 أشياء. أول حاجة علامة بوقاتي، النيم حق بوقاتي كانت من السيارات القديمة جدا في العشرينيات والثلاثينيات اللي كانت مشهورة أنها سوبر لاكجري واسم فخم جدا، ما كانوا يشتروها غير الملوك والأثرياء والأغنياء في العالم كله، وحقت سيارات سباقات. فاشتروا الاسم وإعادوا إحيائه بمعنى صح. بعدين كانوا محتاجين واحد عنده فيجنري، عنده خيال، عنده بعد نظر، اللي قدر يركز على شركة زي يعني كل رئيس مجلس إدارة حق شركة دائما بيتكلم على أرباح، يبغى أعلى أرباح. فكون شركة تعمل حسابها إنه حتضخ مليارات من اليوروز عشان تطور سيارة زي دي حتى ربحيتهم، فكان في شركة واحدة زي شركة فولكس واجن اللي عندهم المقدرة المالية دي يسووها، فأداهم المشروع. وواحد عنده بعض نظر زي حفيد بورش، فرديناند بورش حفيده. لما تجمع ال3 العناصر هذه قدام المشروع قال لهم 500 حصان الآن السيارات الموجودة، أبغى 1000 حصان، 1000 واحد. وفعلا أعلن المشروع ده قبل 10 سنين، ونزلت أول سيارة في عام 2002-2003، وابتدوا أخذوا 27 بروتوتايب، 27 سيارة اختبارية. Silly question. When you feel that you have 1001 horsepower at the back, don't you feel that someone telling you of the horsepower? Excuse me, please. Too much crowd here. We need to get out. Step on it. It's too much crowd. You know, 1001 horse at the back. So please step on it. We need to get out.
Right. But the car you will see when you drive, sometimes you are in the mood to use, and sometimes you can drive and forget that you have so much power. You know, some cars, they are only nice if it's using a lot of power. If the car is stiff, noisy, not comfortable, no point to drive gently. It's only exciting if you drive fast. This car, I mean, you can drive all day, like cruising and sitting and enjoying normally, and then after you can go on another.
One of the some of not all of for most of the supercars I drove, I usually have a joke about it. I tell them, this is a car where you drink milk, drive the car, by the time you reach your destination, it could be 10 minutes away, it will be milkshake in your stomach. But this one's so much stable, so much.
It's like, I mean, you have a lot of space. You have big guys, and then you still are like, I mean, good vision in the car, and you have like space, you can even go backwards a little bit. Now it will be your turn to drive.
Thank you.
That's